welcome back to another episode of Mage Hand High Five. I'm your Dungeon Master, Casey Pappas, and with me, ranked from least to most likely to fight some zombies this episode. Spoiler alert, you're all equally likely.
Hey.
Okay.
First, Max Weinberg.
I am the least likely to fight some this episode. I'm Max Weinberg, and I'm playing Wyatt Forsyth, and I think he's going to beat up some zombies.
Next up, Robin Langenhop.
Hi, I'm Robin Langenhop playing Hayden Kincaid, and I believe I have some kind of zombie hunting patch on my denim jacket in my collection of weird, nerdy patches.
Oh.
So I've already done it, according to my jacket.
That's great.
Next, Rowan McStay.
Howdy, I'm Rowan McStay playing Salome Breyer, and I kind of want to go home, if I'm being honest with you. I think I'm done.
It's going to be so satisfying, though.
No, I think I'm all set. I think I'm good.
And back for part 2 of our adventure, Jasmin Malave.
Hi, everybody. I will be playing Clementine Larry, and she is ready to kick some butt.
Let's
Yeah,
get it.
baby.
Could you imagine if you didn't join us for part 2?
Oh, yeah. Also, I helped you set up the town. And good luck. Bye. Peace.
See you later. Bye.
Get killed immediately.
Clementine
off-screen.
hops a barrier and disappears into the mist.
Never to be heard from again.
I cast Longstrider on self. Bye.
And with that, let's dive right in. Last time on Mage Hand High Five, the party set out from Twin River, but not before Salome received a new sword from Lila and a telepathic response from Tiberius. Stopping for the night in Thunder Pass, you met with the local barkeep and the sheriff of the small town. They filled you in on the town's troubles, a gang of necromancers who'd given the town an ultimatum: pay up or die. You also met Clementine, a blade singer wizard and the town's first recruit with her own reasons for taking on the Skullduggers. You then proceeded to meet with the townsfolk, prepping traps, barriers, and the townsfolk themselves for the coming battle. The morning of, everyone was nervous as a heavy fog cloud rolled in. And when we last left off, a single zombie, the resurrected father of the town sheriff, exploded at the barriers, while vicious laughter rang throughout the town. Where we are now. You are all on the main avenue of Thunder Pass. The fog is heavy, obscuring about anything past 60 feet. You saw a zombie come running in and be trapped by Wyatt's magic circle. The zombie turned, revealing a dynamite stick in its neck, and it exploded, showering all of the nearby townsfolk with its bits and pieces.
God. Jesus.
I'm covered in bits.
And pieces.
As this happens, you got pieces in my bits. You got bits in my pieces.
Y'all, this is Sheriff Layton's dad. Have some decorum.
Vicious laughter rings through the town. And Sheriff Layton shouts, "You sons of bitches! You bastards! Come out and fight us!"
Language.
Wyatt.
Really not the time.
You hear, "Temper, Sheriff. Temper. A leader must hold his temper. No wonder your flock have been led astray." And as you hear that, you see an approaching wall of zombies emerging from the fog, headed straight towards the town. They make up a line. And as they approach, you see the first wave of them slam themselves onto the barriers, just fully piercing themselves on it. And the second wave climbs up and over them to get over the barriers. Is there anything you'd like to do before you roll initiative?
I'm going to cast Bless on all three of you. And just as a reminder, you all have an extra 5 HP maximum, not temp HP, full HP maximum, like today.
I'm gonna, really quick, if I'm standing next to everybody, just put a hand on Salome and cast Longstrider. And so for an hour, you get an extra 10 feet of movement.
Oh, thank you, darling. I appreciate you. This is fun. I'm used to being clumsy. I ain't used to being fast.
No problem. I got plenty of movement myself, so I figured you could use this.
Oh, I sure could. Hayden and Wyatt can tell you I'm usually not very loud on my feet.
She's not.
She gets by.
Sorta.
Casey,
Yeah.
is this one creature, like a mob of zombies, or is this many zombies that we have to defeat?
This I would constitute as a mob of zombies.
Great.
Okay.
So it's like a communal sort of HP pool situation.
Yeah, they all have the same hit bar. You take one out, you are affecting the mob.
Sweet.
In this time as well, Wyatt's going to say, hey, Hayden, can I just give you a little help?
Absolutely. I'll take whatever you can give me.
And I'm going to cast Holy Weapon on their crossbow, whichever the crossbow is that they... Oh, you use 2 crossbows.
That's true, but I'll still take it.
So it will deal 2d8 damage.
That's cool.
All right.
All right, and the one last thing I am going to do, before I take my position up on the roof of one of the buildings near the barrier, I am going to summon the spirit of Daisy the Diardillo
Daisy.
to hang out near the central roadway. If anyone gets into Daisy's radius, which is 30 feet,
Okay.
then they will get 9 temp HP and advantage on strength checks and saves. So anytime somebody gets into the melee, they will have this.
And this is just a giant armadillo?
Yeah.
This is a giant,
huge-
sweet little, sweet little big armadillo.
I love Daisy.
Yeah. I point over to Daisy and go, yeah, Clementine, this is my aunt's armadillo. His name's Daisy. I thought he was real little, but then I just met him again and he's big.
Oh, I guess it's like when you accidentally raise a pup and it's a wolf.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I was gone for 10 years and he grew a lot.
He's one of my best friends.
This version of Daisy is summoned into existence and it's just like looks around like, where am I?
I'd like to think that somewhere in Twin River, real Daisy is just like having a little bit of a stroke.
Oh, at this very moment, real Daisy is on his side asleep and you see him start like twitching and running in his sleep.
Having the little kitten dreams.
baby.
Yeah, fully astral projecting into this summon.
Love that. I will say too, just in terms of placement, if anybody wants to place themselves near me, this is another aspect of this new paladin level, is that everyone within 10 feet of me gets an extra +5 to saves, like all saves.
Ooh.
So with Bless, you have a potential for like a +9 to saves.
Oh boy.
Wild.
Cool. Well, with that, everybody roll initiative.
Ooh.
Clementine.
I rolled a 5.
Great. Wyatt.
17.
Hayden.
Dirty 20.
And Salome.
Beat you by 1. That is a 4.
Wait, who we beating by 1?
Oh wait, actually no. You know, Clem. But actually, I got a 5 because I rolled a 4, and I actually have a +1 to Dex.
Nice.
So if your Dex is higher than +1, you're on top. You're above me.
Oh, yeah, it's a +2.
There you go.
All right. Awesome. First in the order is Hayden.
Yes. All right. Hayden looks up at the... What time of day is it?
It is morning, but early morning, before the sun has risen, in that sort of mystic blue hour before the sun rises.
Hayden glances at the horizon to the west and sees the moon as it is slowly setting, and they draw energy from it and channel it at the bottleneck of the barrier and cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
Sick.
Hayden's first
Ooh.
druid shit.
And I'll be casting that at a 3rd level.
Ooh.
I will say, even though it's foggy out, you still are able to summon this power from the moon. Like, you see it glow through the fog, and you know exactly where it is. You summon this, and you cast Moonbeam. what does Moonbeam do?
All right, Moonbeam creates a 5-foot radius, 40-foot tall, high cylinder centered on a point, which I'm putting at that entryway. And whenever a creature enters the area for the first time or starts their turn there, it has to make a Constitution saving throw or take 3d10 radiant damage.
Awesome. That's so good.
Okay, Hayden, you are casting this on the barriers. That way, the zombies passing through it right now will roll and then roll again once they leave.
Yes.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Yes.
Means triple damage.
No, it does not.
Yeah, well, it is quadruple damage probably, right? That would
Yeah.
make sense as a little
yeah,
treat.
Like 500 zombies just rolled a nat 1.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Triple damage is generous, Casey.
Yeah, oh, you're right. Sorry. Sorry, you should be running this.
That is 16 damage.
Ooh.
You cast this. You see some of the zombies start burning from this. And what type of damage is this?
Radiant.
Radiant. Okay. These guys are actually vulnerable to radiant damage, so go ahead and double that.
So that makes it a 32.
Yeah, there you go.
You do 32. You see one of the zombies disintegrate into nothingness, and its ashes scatter on the wind.
Don't walk into that, everybody.
Okay.
Salome has to backpedal a little bit.
It's shiny, but it's bad.
Wyatt barrel rolls out of the way.
Wyatt, it is your turn.
It is my
As your
turn.
barrel rolling out of the way.
So Wyatt, as he's barrel rolling out of the way, is going to gather this gleaming radiant energy in his hand and toss a guiding bolt at a few zombies at a second level.
Okay, what does that do?
If I hit, the target will take 5d6 radiant damage because I'm casting it at a second level, which is upcasting it, and the next attack on it will have advantage.
Ooh.
Love that.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 26.
Oh, yeah, that hits a little.
19. So doubled to 38.
Okay.
Dang.
And then the next attack has advantage, and Wyatt goes, "Ha! Take that!"
Yeah, a couple more zombies drop. The rest just keep coming. Like you cast a bolt, it thins the crowd a little bit.
Good on you, buddy. Everybody, little. Good on you, buddy. Every little bit counts. It takes a lot to concentrate on this moonbeam.
Hey, Clementine, I really believe in you, and I'm going to give Clementine the help action and use my Fey gift, Spite, that until the start of my next turn, when you next hit a target with an attack, that target has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Ooh. Yeah, because you can do a bonus action help, huh?
Yep.
Thank you.
The flame believes in you.
Well, I was planning to use some fire myself, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great. Next in the order are the zombies. Who is, I guess, in terms of who is towards the barrier at the moment, are you all within fighting range?
I took a strategic position up on a rooftop.
So Hayden, you're out of the way.
Yeah.
I think I'm with probably Tommy and whoever else is doing melee fighting, holding ground shortly behind the circle that Wyatt had created.
Yeah, I imagine I would have placed myself somewhere around 25 feet away from that, opening to keep an eye on it, but, maybe off on the side slightly.
Great. Wyatt, you as well?
I just gave the help action to Clementine, so I'm next to them.
All that to say, because the zombies move 30 feet, anyone who is on that opening line is going to be in its grip.
Are they able to come in?
The ones that climbed over the barriers can. Anyone who came through the middle was immediately locked. So
Gotcha,
that is a couple zombies who were taken off the top. So there's a group of 4 or 5 zombies in the magic circle just bumping their heads against a magic wall.
Cool.
So Salome, since you're up there,
I'm just going to take damage. Fun.
Yeah, they're gonna attack you first.
All right, sure, yeah, why not? Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last.
Remember, you've got the temp HP from Daisy.
You're not gonna have to worry about it because none of their attacks hit.
The moonbeam's real bright. Everybody's blinded.
They're real slow zombies.
I think I'm just looking up at this spectral image of Daisy scratching its little ear with his little foot and not even really clocking the zombies trying to kill me.
There's like a moonbeam right behind Daisy. It's beautiful.
You bend over to scratch it, and you just duck out of the way of a zombie coming for you.
It scratches a little belly, and a zombie claw just goes straight over my head.
Perfect.
Oh, that was close.
He just emits sparkles from the spot where you're petting him.
Great. Well, that was the zombies' turn. So, Clementine, it is your turn.
All right. So first off, I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my blade song, which is basically just like a rage action for this type of wizard, which is super cool.
What's it look like?
Ooh, yeah. So I think that the first thing is you see her pull out her whip.
Oh, that's right.
Because that's her primary weapon aside from spell casting. So she pulls it out and she prepares it. And as you see her like maybe utter a few words quietly to herself, a flash of light goes through the whip and her blade song activates. And just so you know what it does, it lasts for a minute and I gain a +4 to my AC. My walking speed increases by 10 and I have a +4 bonus to my concentration saving throws.
Oh my God, that's +9 plus a D4 now if you stay within 10 feet of me.
That's so great.
Wow.
That's so good.
Okay, the first thing I want to know is, are any of these Skullduggers within eyesight yet?
No. They're not here.
In that case, I'm going to focus on the zombies. And if there's one that's closest, like maybe the one attacking Salome, I'm going to try to hit it with my whip. Ooh, yay, that's a 21 to hit.
Ooh, okay.
The whip doesn't do a lot, it's just kind of fun. So that's going to be 6 points of damage on that guy.
Love it.
And then towards the main chunk coming over the fence, because this also means that if I do an attack action, I get 2, and one of them can be a cantrip.
Ooh, okay.
This is the coolest wizard ever.
It really is.
I love that.
14, ooh, not great, but does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
They're zombies. They're not super constituted.
Cool. And then that's going to be just 9 points of fire damage in that general area.
Yes.
Great. You sling like a small fireball from your hands, and it hits a group of zombies, and you see them singe from this attack. Awesome. Anything else that you do?
I'll probably maneuver myself just a little bit out of what I think they're going to run at me a little, but
Okay.
It's not that serious, maybe 30 feet away.
Okay. You move 30 feet back.
And that's it.
Great. Next in the order, Salome.
All right. How is, of what it came in with, how's this horde looking?
It's not looking bloodied, but you have done a good amount of damage to it so far.
Awesome. Okay. With that said, time to attack. I think, yeah, if they're in melee range, I'm trying to smite because there's some undead happening here.
Yeah, I'm trying to smite.
That is a 20 and a 25 to hit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Nice.
A little
okay. I am going to drop. For now, I think there's more fighting to come. I'm going to drop a first level smite, but because they're undead, it'll do 3d8 on that smite, plus the 1d8 of the regular damage. That's 45 damage.
Incredible.
This is what happens when you give us time to prep.
Wait, no, that's 45 damage, but the 3d6 was radiant damage.
Yeah.
Which means it's doubled. So that's actually 45 plus 18.
50, 63.
63 damage.
They just dissolve into like a bunch of sparkles.
I think this is the first time that Salome has used Ironwood, the sword that Lila made for her. And so I think she takes out this new sword and it just feels like home, I think. And I think that is what she's going into this with, is this feeling of like holding on to one of her mother's hands. And more violently than even she could have expected, whatever Lila built into this magic explodes through some of these zombies' stomach, and just viscera goes everywhere as these branches and vines essentially explode a couple of these zombies. If I may narrate.
Oh, you may. This sort of tree beam erupts from your sword, cracking the mob in two, and it is immediately bloodied.
Yeah. Oh, that feels good.
I hope we got fan art of a tree beam.
And that is the end of the round.
And then I fix my hair.
You hear laughter echo again. And over all of you, you hear, well, I guess it's true what they say. Don't send a zombie to do its master's work. You hear vroom, vroom, vroom. And two figures appear on the street amongst the crowd of zombies, hidden within them. Hayden.
Yes.
On your turn, what is your passive perception?
Oh, Lord.
My passive perception is 15.
Cool. Hayden, it is your turn.
Do I know this has happened?
You feel a dark energy, like a wave, flit through the entirety of the town, directly into the center of it, as if something just showed up amongst that group of zombies.
Is any of the horde still in the moonbeam?
The ones contained by the magic circle are still in the moonbeam. So the problem is they can't leave.
Right.
But they can take damage.
But they can take damage because they're in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, they do in fact take damage. Is that on their turn or your turn?
It is on their turn.
Okay, great. I'll roll damage for them in just a minute.
In that case, I will leave the moonbeam where it is. Let me know when those zombies are gone, and then I will change my tactics. In the meantime, I will use this fancy holy crossbow that Wyatt set me up with and fire into the horde. Hopefully I'll knock out something in there while I'm doing it.
Your crossbow bolts all have white flame tips.
Ooh, I'm afraid to touch these. Okay, hope the loading goes all right.
Great. Go ahead and attack.
For my first shot, I will use Glitter Baby to help me brace and get position to give me advantage.
Jasmin Glitter Baby is a baby mimic that has chosen Hayden.
What? Baby mimic? What's its form?
It jumps around a lot. Mostly it's a little gold coin that runs around on my fingers.
Oh.
That Hayden dropped from probably 50 feet up into the air, hoping they would do something.
We
and
don't
it just
need to worry about
splatted
that.
into the dirt.
It's like a little gimme ghoul coin.
Yeah.
Clem, watch that little coin, it bites.
That's a 28 to hit.
That hits.
It's a nat 1 on the second hit.
Roll a d20.
That's a 12.
Cool. You hit the zombies.
Great. And what is the damage on that holy bolt?
2d8 radiant damage plus whatever your normal is.
God, fighting undead feels great.
Okay, that is 11 radiant doubled to 22 plus another 7 piercing.
22 plus 7. Ooh, okay.
And I will strike one more time with my bonus action.
Roll another luck check while you're at it.
That's a 19 to hit
Okay.
and an 18 on the luck.
You hit zombies again.
That's fine.
Go ahead, roll damage.
That's 12 doubled to 24
Hell yeah.
plus another 9 piercing.
Okay. Next in the order, Salome, the crowd is around you. right now. So you're unable to see this as it hits you. That's a 25, a 25, and a 22 to hit.
Holy shit. Oh, God. I could cast shield, but I don't think I'm going to, because that only negates the 22.
Okay.
Oh, God. I'm scared.
I'm in danger.
How does 29 points of damage hit you?
Oh, shit. Not well.
Awesome. That's the first attack.
No.
Woo! 15 points for the second attack,
Okay.
and 14 points for the third attack.
Oh, I'm going to add 9 to that because of the temp HP from Daisy.
Yep.
And as these bolts hit you 3 in a row, you see the outline amongst the zombies of Mad Dog Scoggins. He's a lanky little guy. He has one eye swollen almost shut in an eternal bruised black eye, and the other eye is wild and swivels as if he's constantly looking around. He chuckles and says, "Gotcha, fucker."
Salome can't even come up with any kind of retort for that. I think she just like doubles over, has the wind knocked out of her, and just tries to like stay standing. Because that knocked her basically in half.
He blows a kiss to you.
Oh God. Ugh. I think I just look down and focus on staying up.
Awesome.
1 second. Let me try to muscle through some concentration saves.
Okay.
Sorry, so the first one's a 20, the second one is a 22, and the third one is a 23, so I think I'm okay on concentration. So Bless stays up. I think, yeah, Salome just, like, hunkers down and just tries to, like, breathe through this, and we'll just take whatever this guy is saying to her just to stay focused.
Cool. That is Mad Dog's turn. Wyatt and Clementine, you see this wall of zombies coming forward, and from its front steps a man, 6 foot tall, clad head to foot in black, a long coat, and a long brimmed hat.
Do I recognize him?
You do. Around his neck, the collar of a priest. A small pair of black sunglasses hide his eyes. And he looks up, and as he does, a revolver appears from his sleeve. And he fires 3 rounds. 2 into you, Clementine, 1 into Wyatt. I will roll to see whether all of these hit.
As Wyatt sees this guy lift his revolver, he's going to shoot just a flare right in front of his eyes and uses his warding flare reaction to give him disadvantage on 1 attack.
Okay. That knocks out his advantage.
Why does he have advantage?
He has advantage on all creatures lower than him in the initiative order on his first round of combat.
God.
Damn.
So, that knocks down one of the hits on you, Clementine, to a 17.
17 does not hit with my blade song.
Okay.
Yes, Clem, there you go.
The other 2 are a 24 against you, Clementine, and a 21 against you, Wyatt.
That hits.
That hits.
He boom, 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 fires off 3 bullets. 2 of them fly at you, Clementine, and as he does, Wyatt, you throw up a flare that blinds him for a moment, and one of the bullets goes astray. The other 2 hit. That is going to be 28 points of damage to you, Clementine,
Oh, shit.
and 30 points to you, Wyatt.
God.
Am I in Daisy's aura?
It's a 30-foot radius, so possibly?
I would say that you are, because Daisy is about level with the zombie horde at the
Yeah.
moment, so you're all within range of it.
Great.
Am I able to see this shot happening?
There is a wall of zombies between you and them.
Damn. Okay, because I have a reaction. I could make him do that to get that damage, but if I can't see, then I can't do it.
He smiles and says, "I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. Preacher Cassidy." I won't bother getting your names. They'll be lost to the dust. Wyatt, it's your turn.
Yes, it is. Wyatt hears this man call himself a preacher and gets incredibly mad that someone would
Oh, man.
take the name of someone who is a teacher and a positive religious figure and do something like this. So he's gonna kind of go almost like Super Saiyan a little bit and is going to use his channeled divinity power, Radiance of the Dawn.
Ooh.
Which, as an action, I can use my channeled divinity to basically do a blast of holy energy within 30 feet of me that each hostile creature has to make a con saving throw or take 2d10 plus 9 radiant damage, rounded down.
Ooh.
Con save of 17.
Ooh, boy. Alrighty, here we go. The zombies fail. Mad Dog fails.
Yes.
Preacher succeeds.
Okay.
Okay, we can work with that.
Fair.
Not bad, though. Not bad.
So if they failed the save, that's going to be 16 damage. If they passed, it's 8. And because it's radiant damage, the zombies should take 32.
Okay. The zombies are starting to thin out.
Then, because that was not a spell, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon
Oh.
at a 3rd level. And I'm going to attack the preacher with my Dynamo Tex whip that I have.
There you go. Oh, like Clementine.
Hey, Clementine, I got a whip too. Look,
Oh,
watch this.
great. Yeah. Jasmine is delighted, but Clementine is a bit stoic.
25.
There you go.
Roll damage.
Well, that was a 1 and an 8. So we're splitting the difference at 15 force damage.
There you go.
15. All right.
How dare you make a mockery out of religion?
Great. You have Preacher's attention.
And then I run up to his face.
Oh,
You just get right up in his shit? All right.
I get right up in his business.
Okay.
I love that.
Cool. All right, skipping down. Next in the order are the zombies. The zombies are going to take their first attack against you, Salome.
Okay.
Before they do anything, they have to take damage from the moonbeam.
They sure do.
Great. That is a failure on the con save.
Oh, love it.
14 double 2, 28.
Nice.
You watch as the zombies within the magic circle are just gone.
Groovy.
They vaporize, and there is nothing left in the circle. So they're going to make their first attack against you, Salome.
Okay.
Max, you got something?
I just rolled my constitution check from getting shot by a gun, and I passed.
Nice.
Okay.
Love to see it.
Nice. That is a 23 to hit.
That still hits if I cast shield. So, yeah. Okay.
Woohoo!
No, not woohoo.
These are big hits.
These are big hits.
That
Seriously.
is 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck me. Okay.
As zombies just slam into you.
Okay.
The whole horde is going to move forward to Clementine and Wyatt.
Does that give me an opportunity attack?
It does.
Nice. I'll take it. And I'll do it with Booming Blade.
Have you used your reaction yet? No, you didn't. You didn't get the chance. All right,
I have
go
not.
ahead.
That's a 19. Plus whatever the fuck. It's a 19.
That's going to hit.
I'm attacking with Booming Blade, which adds an extra D8. I'm also going to tack on a first level smite to that.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 22 without the smite, plus an extra 20, so 42 damage total.
Wow.
Okay. There's starting to be not very many zombies now.
Which is good because Salome's hurt and I'm at about a third of my health.
Culling the herd.
Yeah, I'm at 36, so I can take about 2 more hits maybe.
All right, good to know.
Oof, oof, oof.
The zombies come forward and are going to attack you, Clem, and you, Wyatt. Clementine, that is an 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
And Wyatt, that's a 17 to hit.
Oh, that also just hits.
Damn.
All right, that's going to be
You're having too much fun with this. I don't like this.
13 points of damage to Clementine, 16 points of damage to Wyatt.
Oof.
Hayden, we might need extra targets down here.
Extra targets?
Great. Next in the order is another assailant. Hayden, from your peripheral, you see 3 violent green bullets rocket off from the top of the building next to you.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
These are going for all 3 of you. Clem, Wyatt, and Salome.
Fuck.
That is an 18 to hit Clem.
Yep.
That is a 23 to hit Wyatt.
Yeah.
And that's a 20 to hit Salome. That is 15 points of damage for Clem, 10 points of damage for Wyatt, and 14 for Salome.
Jesus, why is it so much? Okay.
That is Bobby Sue's turn. Hayden, you are now aware that Bobby Sue is about 20 feet from you.
Groovy.
And everyone else, the wall of zombies has thinned out enough that you're starting to be able to see each other in the crowd.
Clementine, it's your turn.
If I saw that last round of shots, did I see where it came from?
You saw that it came from the roof
Okay.
of the building next to you.
If I would like, essentially what I would like to do is strafe around the side slightly,
Okay.
get myself in a line that would take me right, kind of like side sweeping near Preacher. So like 5 feet of Preacher, putting me through the zombies and launching me up onto the roof with one of the spells that I have.
Oh.
I can go 60 feet
Okay.
with the spell, and I can walk around. I want to walk around using my movement first, is kind of essentially what I'm trying to angle myself.
Which spell is this?
I have this incredible spell called Ride the Lightning, which felt so much like a cool thing for this.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's fun.
It is a level 4 conjuration spell, and what it does is from wherever I start for 60 feet, I turn into lightning, and I launch myself 60 feet, and anyone within 5 feet of the path has to make a Dex 16 saving throw or take full damage, and if they succeed, they get half damage.
Oh, fantastic.
So that should hit the zombies too.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, I'll just like shove myself into the horde, get myself right
Okay.
up to Preacher's face, essentially, like just off to the side of him, so I'll be passing by him.
Okay.
But off on the side of him, just be like, hi again, Preacher. You don't remember me, but it's terrible to see you again. And then I'll launch myself with the lightning.
Oh, God. You say these words, a look of confusion crosses his face, which you register only for a second before turning into pure lightning and passing straight through him.
That's so
And
good.
singeing his mustache along the way.
Good.
His long, greasy hair is like tinged with fire just for a moment as this bolt of plasma rips through him and through some of the zombies as well. And you ride the lightning up to
Hell
the
yeah.
rooftop.
Hell yeah.
The grease in his hair lights on fire, and he's just got a flaming head.
He's got a Hades do now.
Hey, Wyatt, how's that for an eternal flame?
I hope that one goes out.
Clementine, roll damage on all of that.
And they can do a Dex 16 saving throw, and they'll take half damage.
Gotcha.
But they'll still take some damage.
Oh, Preacher fails.
Ooh.
Okay, the zombies save, weirdly. But Preacher fails.
That's nice.
They all start just thrillering out of the way.
It's the part where you
Little
do the
hands.
clap above your head, and they go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da,
Just wiggle
and they're out.
Great. So you said how much for full damage?
17 points of damage.
17. Nice.
If there's a world where I get anywhere near Bobby Sue,
Oh,
she would take damage, but I don't know if I get anywhere close to her. I'm just launching myself in the general direction I saw the fire.
oh, you hit Bobby Sue too.
Yes.
Ooh.
You rocket up to the rooftop, and as you land, you are face to face with Bobby Sue Clayford. And the first thing she says is, "What the fuck?"
Nice to see you again. And I don't even know what I can do for like a bonus necessarily, but I just really want to, for flavor, I would love to just backhand her, but I don't have enough strength to actually do damage. It's just because I want to insult her.
Yeah, you backhand her, and she's like, oh, all right. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you're dead now. Salome, it is your turn. Mad Dog is right in front of you. Right behind him is Wyatt. The zombies are to your right, and Preacher is also to your right.
Great. Mad Dog's melee range?
Mad Dog is melee range, baby.
What kind of weapons is he working with?
He has a gun in his hand.
So it's like range weapons.
You would think.
Okay, so but theoretically, if he's got a ranged weapon, can I get out of his reach without taking an opportunity attack?
May I offer an observation?
Yes, please.
Mad Dog did not move after hitting you,
Okay.
which means his attack functioned as a melee attack.
Oh.
Even though it's a gun, it functions as either melee or ranged spell attack.
This sucks. Okay, cool. First thing I want to do is just cry out, Captain, Tommy, where the hell are you?
You see that the townsfolk have been fighting zombies scattered throughout the town, and you can call these villagers in to fight the Skullduggers. They're just not going to be able to take a lot of hits.
All right, well, first of all, y'all just group together, get organized. Come on. Second of all, any of y'all healers?
We got a priest.
We got a priest, we got a cleric, we got an apothecary, we got anything.
You know what? I did not get the chance to introduce him. You see the preacher of this small town. His name is Richard Velhook.
Okay.
It's a good name when you pull it out of your ass.
Yeah, it's really good.
My ass is full of names. It's a bag of holding for names, baby.
Preacher, listen, darling, you look like a better preacher than that one. If you could help me out here, I would really appreciate it, because I am hurting. And yeah, if I gotta take opportunity attacks, I think best thing I can do is just go for my guy. I'm gonna use Hexblade's Curse on Mad Zog Scoggins.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack him.
All right.
That's a 28 to hit. Also a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
The 15 does hit.
Yes. All right, cool. I'm going to throw a second level smite onto one of them, at least.
Okay.
Okay, first hit, Casey, is 33 damage. How's he looking?
Kill him dead.
Not as good as he did a few seconds ago.
All right, great. I'm going to throw another second level smite on there. Fuck this guy.
Yes.
Okay. Go to town.
And another 31 damage on the second attack.
Woo! All right.
As Salome is kind of recovering from those first couple of hits that he dealt her, she kind of straightens up, takes out Ironwood and points it at him, grabs him by the lapels and starts to pull him in close and says, well, honey, if you're going to blow me kisses, you might as well come flirt with me up close. And then she pulls him in by the lapels. As she kisses him on the mouth, she drives the sword through his stomach.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yes.
And then I kick him away from me.
Oh, yeah. You get a deep gut blow. He's immediately bloodied. And as you, doing 60 damage to him in one turn will do that to a fella.
Wow.
You run him through with your sword, kick him off. He staggers back and he starts laughing. And he says, oh, we're dancing now. Oh, we're dancing now.
Too bad you ain't much of a kisser, hun.
He laughs. I'm going to roll real quick for the villagers. We're going to have Linda, Tommy, Bran, and Pete all join the fight. Top of the order, one of the NPCs rolled a nat 20 for initiative.
Who are we proud of?
Which one? Who are we proud of?
Is it Bethany the intern?
Velhook is now first in the order, passing Hayden.
Whoa!
Blessings to his god.
Yeah, Casey, what religion is he of?
He's cool.
He's Unitarian.
He's like Presbyterian. Yeah.
Listen, he's cool.
Agnostic preacher.
Yeah. He's one of those Unitarian Universalists.
He's like, it's about the journey. You know, it's about the ride.
Yeah.
UCC.
It's vibes.
It's vibes all the way down. Okay, so Salome, he is going to point at you, and he's going to cast Healing Word. Mm-hmm. That is going to be 13 points of healing.
All right, bless you, preacher.
And then he is going to he's going to whack one of the zombies near him.
Oh,
He has like a little he has a little truncheon. And he's going to hit one of the zombies. He does 6 damage.
There you go.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Great. Next in the order is Hayden.
Okay. I will move the moonbeam into the fray with the remaining zombies.
Okay. There is a patch where you can hit only the zombies.
Okay. Then I will bonus action grab a hunk of dust and dirt that's up here on the roof,
Okay.
breathe into it, and as it leaves my hand, it begins to sparkle with magical energy and drifts over to Wyatt. And I will cast Healing Word at level 3.
Ooh.
Wyatt, you get all tingly.
It's like when a person does the little hands on your knees, the fingers on your knees.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that in like 15 years.
That is 15 health.
There's an egg on your head, and
Amazing.
the yolk is
Thank
running
you.
down.
Yeah.
Great. Hayden, I'm going to roll con saves for the zombies in the moonbeam. How does a 13 do you?
Not good enough.
Shucks. Oh, no.
Double damage, radiant damage. Someone brought zombies to a radiant fight.
Whoa.
Radiant damage.
Someone brought zombies to a radiant. It's good. It's catchy. That's got legs.
16 doubled to 32.
Hell yeah.
There are maybe 2 zombies left standing. This mob of zombies has been reduced to a pair.
Thought y'all could use some breathing room down there.
I hate the thought that all these zombies are the townspeople's loved ones, but we'll deal with that.
So, someone's like, no, Jeremy.
Hayden, can I make a suggestion?
I'm all ears.
Can you come down here a little bit? I might blow up your weapon.
Oh, okay, sure. And I will use my movement to scramble off the roof.
Okay, so Hayden's about 60 feet up.
So I will get off the roof and just hang with Daisy.
Okay, so are you going to fall?
I assume I will use the method I took to get onto the roof.
That would be the stairs.
In that case, I'll jump it.
There you go.
You take 19 points of falling damage as you hit the pavement. You hit the pavement and your knees take it.
Yikes.
I'm doing just fine.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I
you're
was
full health.
completely
What are we worried
untouched,
about? You're fine.
I'm at 76 now.
Oh, look at you, Hayden. All right.
76?
Amazing.
God, what's it like to never get your ass kicked, Hayden?
Hang it up on the roof with me sometime.
Why's it happen to me like every other day?
We should have really just all been on the roof, I think.
Yeah.
Great. After that, it is Preacher Cassidy's turn. Preacher Cassidy is going to attack you, Wyatt. I say he's going to fire 2 at you and turn and fire 1 at you, Clementine, because he saw where you went.
Okay.
On his first attack, I will warding flame, throwing a blast of light into his eyes again.
Okay, that was a 25. So let's roll that with disadvantage. That's a 17 on the second roll.
Damn it. Yeah, that just hits.
His second attack is a 23.
That also hits.
And then Clementine, it's a 12.
There you go.
So he goes wide, misses Clem, but hits Wyatt both times. That's 11 on the first hit.
Okay, so let me get this concentration spell right here. That's a pass. Got a 12 total.
Woo!
And a 13 on the second hit.
God. Okay. Thank you for that healing.
You're welcome.
As a bonus action, you feel the ground below you. 5 craters yawn open, and out of them crawl skeletal forms. 5 ogre zombies
Oh, God.
Good Lord.
arise around Preacher. And he says, I'm sorry. What did you say about religion? About life and death? Because it seems, boy, you have a lot to learn. Those zombies attack now.
Damn.
Ooh.
Whoa.
So, 2 of them are going to attack you, Wyatt.
Shit. How's Wyatt looking?
16.
That's a 10 and an 11 to hit. That does
Oh, those
not.
both miss.
There it is.
Oh, the other 3 split off. One of them goes to you, Salome, seeing as how you are about 10 feet away.
Okay.
It's going to attack you. That is an 18 to hit.
Oh, that just hurts. Okay.
And then 2 of them are going to run at you, Hayden.
They can try.
That is a 19 and a 22 to hit.
Those will both hit.
The hit on Salome, that is 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Hayden, that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the first
Okay.
and 14 from the second.
Okay.
Shit, y'all.
Yep.
Man, I'm glad y'all aren't hit as much, but ow.
Next in the order is Linda Maycroft.
Hell yeah.
Linda.
Linda holds a stick of dynamite over her head, fully lit, and says, all right, who wants it?
Just throw it at literally anyone.
She smiles and says, hey, Wyatt, sorry, and chucks it at Preacher Cassidy.
Not me.
Well, she chucks it at Preacher, and unfortunately, Wyatt is within 5 feet of Preacher.
I think she's got that kind of Philomena energy.
Yeah, that's not good.
I will have both Preacher and you, Wyatt, and the zombies make a dex saving throw. DC 12.
Oh, yeah. 18.
Nice.
Preacher and the zombies fail.
Yes!
Good, Casey. Good.
Yes.
Good.
Wyatt, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage,
God. Okay.
and the zombies and Preacher both take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Here's my con save. Yeah, that's good.
Huzzah.
You see the stick of dynamite fly through the air. It boom, blows up right next to Preacher. He takes the blunt of the hit. The 2 ogre zombies both take a little bit of damage. Wyatt, you get a little bit as the sound rings through your ears, and you see the last 2 zombies of the wall of zombies just poof out of existence.
Oh, well, that's good.
What are you doing, Linda?
I'm having a great time.
Linda, listen to me.
Linda, listen.
Linda,
You
listen.
see her say that, and
Linda.
then she takes a swig of whiskey.
Hey, okay.
Oh, I like you.
Takes a swig of whiskey, and then begins lighting another stick of dynamite.
I love her.
If you throw that over here,
She says, well, get out of the way. Wyatt, it is your turn.
It's hard to argue with that.
She got a point, kid.
okay, so I'm surrounded by 2 ogre zombies and
And
the
Preacher.
Preacher, right?
Yep.
Time to show you what religion can really do. And I'm gonna go and for the first time,
He's like so lame in the sweetest way. Like he just is so.
The power of religion.
He's so uncool in like my favorite way.
He's like the kid in the Bible Man videos.
I was thinking like Heart in the Captain Planet lineup.
Yeah.
Like not.
He's just he believes it, and that's what's sweet.
It's the earnestness of it all.
so for the first time, Wyatt's going to grab the staff off of his back and is going to try to smack the Preacher with it. And so it is a staff of withering, but we've reflavored it to deal fire damage instead of necrotic.
Which is very fortunate for you right now.
Oh, trust me. I know. Does a 14 hit?
That's just barely, it doesn't.
Oh shit! Wait, did you?
no!
You added bless. Damn,
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
that sucks.
Wait.
Yeah?
As a hobgoblin, I have an ability called Fortune of the Many. If you miss with an attack roll or fail a saving throw, I can gain a bonus to it equal to the number of allies I can see.
Yes.
Up to 3.
Yes.
Oh, even with 1 you hit.
So Wyatt,
That's so good.
Wyatt goes to swing this staff for the first time, and he's clearly never done it before, and he gets incredibly embarrassed
Oh, baby.
and kind of has to muster the courage to then charge up the staff, which is its ability, and swing on the upswing to get him in the back of the head. So
With the power of friendship.
I can use a charge to add 2d10 fire damage to this attack, as well as 1d6 plus 3 on its own, plus 1d8 from my Blessed Strikes ability as a cleric.
Damn. Okay, go to town.
26 damage,
Okay.
and he has to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
That is Constitution, that's a 16.
God damn it. Okay, so he does not get a special ability where he would do that. But then,
Okay.
right after Wyatt clocks this man on the backswing, he's going to put a fist in the air and just kind of scream, and is going to release the energy from Hayden, the holy weapon he imbued, and as a bonus action, is going to release it, which means that every creature that I choose within 30 feet, which is going to be all the bad guys, have to make a Constitution saving throw again of a DC 17
This is so amazing.
30 feet of where now?
of the weapon. So 30 feet of Hayden.
Okay, so that would be both of the ogre zombies. Well, Hayden was 20 feet away, so that would also be Preacher and the ogre zombies that are attacking Salome and you, Wyatt. Jesus.
Does that include Scoggins as well?
That
Yeah, does it
also
get Mad Dog?
includes Mad Dog Scoggins.
Yeah, baby.
The crossbow starts glowing, and Hayden just looks down. Ha 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 ha. Is this supposed to happen?
No, Hayden, drop it.
Hot potato.
Okay.
For the flame!
I'm gonna need that back.
All of the ogre zombies fail.
Nice.
Yes.
The last 2 that I rolled were a 17 and an 18 on the die, and that was Scoggins and Preacher.
They still take half as much damage and are not blinded.
Okay.
Everyone that failed is blinded.
Damn.
All of the ogres are immediately blinded and take the full brunt of this damage.
15 is the full damage, so it's radiant, 15 radiant damage that can get multiplied for any undead.
And they all take 30 damage.
Yes, they do.
Oh.
I will say this was a 5th level
God,
spell,
okay.
so like,
It felt like one.
That's
It's
good.
pretty nice.
It should.
All right, it is Mad Dog's turn. Mad Dog says, "Let's dance, honey."
Yeah, all right.
And he aims his gun directly at you, Salome. And says, "It's kind of a shame. I thought we were hitting it off really well."
Oh, you are barking up the wrong tree in more ways than one, dear heart.
It's funny because I'm a mad dog.
Yeah.
You got any last words before I just shoot you dead?
People like you are the reason I swore off men.
Oh, you swore off, man. Good for you. We hadn't really discussed it directly.
Oh, I don't know. I've always been more of a girl's girl.
You know what? Love that for you.
Yeah, me too.
It's a 21 to hit on the first one,
Okay.
a 14 to hit on the second one, and a 10 to hit on the third. So
Okay.
only the first one hits.
I cast shield. None of them
Okay.
hit.
Mad Dog talks a big game, but 2 of his shots go wide, and one of them bounces right off your shield.
Oh, it's okay, dear heart. I know this happens to a lot of fellas.
wait, I don't get it. What was it?
I'll tell you when you're older, honey.
Okay.
Great. The wall of zombies does not exist anymore. Oh, wait. Before Mad Dog ends, he says, well, I still got one trick up my sleeve.
Lord, you're loud.
He raises both hands, and out of the ground around him erupt 5 zombies.
Oh,
Stop doing that.
She says, I couldn't if I wanted to.
Anybody ever told you you're kind of loud?
My meemaw.
Yeah, she was right.
This is the last thing she said. I killed her.
Yeah, we figured.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Oh,
Actually.
sorry. I thought it was. Anyway. Next in the order is the captain, Tommy.
Yeah, come on, Captain.
Great. Tommy is going to rush forward. He brings out a great sword from his back and says, I got you, General.
Yes, sir, Captain.
And he is going to attack Mad Dog. Oh, that just hits.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
All right, come on.
Mad Dog, Tommy took half his movement speed to get to Mad Dog, and then is going to stay because otherwise he's going to take an opportunity attack.
Oh, okay.
So he is up in the business now. He's committed.
Proud of you, kid.
Next in the order is Pete. Hayden, you see Pete emerge next to you from out of one of the buildings. You see a pot on his old head and says,
Step aside, kid. Let me show you how the professionals do it.
He takes out a sword, is going to slash at one of the ogre zombies, and that hits. What is happening?
All right. These NPCs are killing it.
It's not much, but it is 6 points of slashing damage. It is better than nothing.
All right.
Boop.
And that is Pete's turn. Next in the order is Bobby Sue. Bobby Sue Clayford standing toe-to-toe with you, Clementine.
Staring her directly in the eye.
She says,
Girl, you got a fire in you. As if,
What, you don't recognize me?
you're gonna have to give a girl some hints.
You held up that bank a few months back. You took something from me.
she says, girl, I need you to understand. That'll narrow it down. And then she attacks you.
Oh, my God.
I'm gonna enjoy hurting her.
2 failures and a 21.
Okay, the 21 hits.
The 21 hits.
So it's like, dodge the first one. You stole a locket from me. Dodge the second one. Does that help you at all, you idiot?
Gets smacked upside the head.
Yeah.
You take 13 points from the third.
Okay.
The first 2, you dodge nimbly. You come towards her, and the last one hits you off the shoulder. And she says, I took a locket from you? Huh.
Do I notice a chain on her neck?
Make a perception check. I'll give you this one for free.
That's a 19.
You do not see a locket around her neck.
Okay.
And she says, well, girlie, I'll make you a deal. You best me, you just might get it back.
I plan on it.
All right. You're twitchy. Clementine, it is your turn.
There you go.
I'm just gonna stare straight back at her. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Catch me if you can, bitch. And then I'm gonna just cast Ride the Lightning again to get me off of the rooftops and go into the direction of where I've laid my trap.
Do it.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Okay, you pass through her. Listen, you can also get a free hit on Preacher or Mad Dog. However, you would land within combat range of them if you want to take that shot. Or if you don't want to take that pot shot, you can just land free of either of them.
I'm gonna be selfish and just land away in the direction of where I've laid the trap for her.
Awesome. You land on the other side of the melee that's happening on the ground floor. Do you start booking it?
Yeah. Oh, and that's gonna be a Dex 16 save for her.
Oh, that's going to save.
She's gonna take half, so she'll take 8 points of damage.
Okay. Ooh, still good hit.
And when I'm 60 feet away, I'm going to turn. Is the path clear? Can she see me?
You pass through her. She steps back, looks around, and then turns and sees you on the ground. So she does see you.
And in that moment, I'm just going to turn to her really quick, wave, and blow her a kiss.
Oh.
And then I'm going to book it in the direction another 45 feet with my movement.
With 45 feet, you make it to the front door of the building.
Okay, great.
This episode of Mage Hand High Five is sponsored by Multitude Productions and their actual play podcast, Join the Party, as part of their direct creator support initiative. Multitude Productions believes that podcasts are for people, not corporations, and that the actual play community is full of incredible creators telling some of the most imaginative stories in all of entertainment. Multitude offers high-quality and affordable production services and consulting to help podcast creators of any size capitalize on their own successes. Join the Party is an actual play podcast focused on genre-pushing storytelling and celebrating the artistry of its cast and collaborators, as well as being a love letter to the art form of actual play. Join the Party has multiple seasons available now, with stories ranging from swashbuckling pirate tales in a world of plants and bugs to a weird summer camp beset by monsters. Here's looking at you, Camp Craven fans. Tune in every Tuesday for new episodes of Join the Party. And who knows, if we're your third favorite actual play, they might just become your first or second. We hope you'll check out Multitude and Join the Party at jointhepartypod.com or connect with them at Join the Party Pod on Instagram, Blue Sky, Tumblr, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, be sure to let them know that Mage Hand High Five sent you and that their direct creator support initiative is working. And with that, on with the show.
Do you love audio fiction stories like Welcome to Night Vale or Old Gods of Appalachia? Are you looking for your next favorite podcast?
Or maybe you love actual play shows like Critical Role, but don't always have time to sit down to a 3-hour show with hundreds upon hundreds of episodes.
Then you'll love The Adventures of Bud and Herb, a podcast that is made to binge with episodes around 30 minutes of non-stop, irreverent, yet wholesome fun set in an immersive fantasy world.
Follow along as best friends Bud and Herb, that's us, race against time to find an elusive, monstrous cryptid that has snatched a little boy from our idyllic little town of Mistress Glen.
I'm Bud, the Deep Gnome Rogue.
And I'm Herb, the Turtle Folk Barbarian Chef. Each episode, we dig deeper into the mystery of the Cinderwood Walker.
A beast so terrifying it can kill with only its stench. Find out if we live to smell tomorrow.
Listen to the Adventures of Bud and Herb wherever cryptids hide.
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Maia, and this is Maia's Game Room, a narrative actual play anthology featuring short-form, story-driven TTRPGs. Each season tells a new story using a different rules-light system brought to life with sound design, editing, and emotional-rich roleplay. So, if you love cinematic storytelling and character-driven drama, come check out Season 1, set in the haunting world of the Electric State RPG. Just search Maia's Game Room wherever you get your podcasts.
Next in the order is Salome. Salome, you have an ogre zombie and mad dog bearing down on you.
Okay. How is Mad Dog looking?
Oh, I forgot to take Mad Dog Zombie's turns. Oh well, you get that one for free.
Hey, I'll slip you the 20 later.
Mad Dog's looking kind of hurt. Like that last sword attack did a number on him.
All right. I am going to use my Channel Divinity to give myself back an extra second level spell slot.
Oh boy.
Casey, why don't you give me a DC 17 Wisdom save?
Okay. Sure. You know what? Just for fun. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Casey, can you also just roll a D12 for me?
Oh my God. Why?
No, I'm just fucking with you. Roll the wisdom save.
Oh, okay. The wisdom save fails,
Yes.
and the D12 was a 6.
Oh, bless.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Salome looks over at Mad Dog.
Oh no.
remembers the moment fighting the bastion of briars coming up out of the earth to trip him and tries to recreate that moment, calls vines up from the ground itself to wrap around his body and cast hold person on him, and he is fucking paralyzed. Bless is down. Mad Dog is paralyzed. Attacks get advantage. Attacks within 5 feet of him are crits.
Ooh.
Damn, okay.
And that is my turn. Hey, everybody maybe focus on this fella for a second.
You see a little goblin man say, "With pleasure." And it is Bran, who is next in the order. Bran is going to run up and take a free swing at Mad Dog.
Thank you, sir.
It does not hit.
Fuck.
He rolled a 13 and a 12.
Damn.
Bran misses both and says, "Oh, that's embarrassing."
Hey, you got it next time. It's okay.
Okay. All right.
Hey, look, we don't look down on failures. We just celebrate success. It's all right.
Jesus.
Top of the order is Velhook. Velhook is going to take a quick scan of the battlefield and is going to cast Healing Word on you, Wyatt.
There you go.
You get 12 points of healing back.
Really appreciate it, Father.
He says, "Yeah, don't worry about it, my child. Blessings be upon you."
The people here definitely call him by his first name.
Thanks, Dad.
He is a very casual. He's a very casual preacher.
He's in jeans.
That is Velhook. Next in the order is Hayden.
Yes.
Hayden, you have 2 ogre zombies bearing down on you and Pete.
Part of me wants to just unload entirely onto Preacher Cassidy, but I still have this moonbeam going, and no one has managed to break my concentration on it yet.
They have to hit you first.
So, if I move the moonbeam from its current place where it was killing zombies that are no longer there, how many enemies can I hit?
From this angle, you can either get one of the Skullduggers or move it so that it hits ogres.
I think hitting multiple ogres is probably the better way to go because it's radiant.
Okay.
So let's do that.
You can move it and have it land on both of the ogres in front of you without it hitting you.
Great.
It moves forward, and now I need to make con saving throws for these 2 ogres.
Yes, you do.
And what's the number to beat?
17.
Oh, no. Nah.
24 doubled to 48.
Hell yeah.
Oof. You move the beam over. As you do, it passes over one of the ogres in front of you, and that ogre is no longer there once the beam moves. It
That's
just
so good.
disappears.
Just gone.
And you don't know where it went, but it is not here. It hits the other one, and the other one is immediately on death's door.
Love that.
Great. And it'll take that again as soon as its turn starts.
Okay.
And bonus action, I will grab some more dust from the earth and blow on whoever looks the worst off for some more healing word.
Who's looking the worst off right now?
I'm at 20.
Yeah, I'm at 22.
Clem, how you doing?
16.
Oof.
Ooh.
Let's go for Clementine then.
But I don't know if you guys can see me.
You are just outside of the mining headquarters, so you are still outside the building.
Okay, cool.
And as long as you're within 60 feet, I got you. Okay, I will use another... Ooh, this will be my last 3rd level spell slot.
Nice.
Great. Anything else, Hayden?
14 healing to Clementine, and that's it. That's my turn.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Sweet. Next in the order is Preacher. Preacher looks at you, Wyatt, and says, "The time has come. The reckoning is upon you. Do you have any last words for your god?"
Tell them I say hello.
Your god?
All of our gods. It's the same God. It's the flame.
He smiles and says, "Interesting. I would have loved to hear about that."
I would love to speak with you about the flame.
He raises his gun.
Have you heard of my Lord and Savior, the Eternal Flame?
Weirdly, not the first time someone's pointed a gun at Wyatt for saying that.
That is a 25, a 25, and a 15.
Shit.
One of those is getting flamed to be with disadvantage.
There you go.
Okay.
One of those 25s.
That is a 24 instead.
Damn.
Oh, that is so low.
Good.
That's crazy low.
Bless.
That's 5 damage on the first hit. That's nuts.
That's
so
so
low.
good. All right, because everybody's getting dangerous.
Your attacks have been bonkers, so
There it is. That is 15 points for the second hit.
Oh, still up. That's 2.
Oh my God. You are still standing at the end of his turn. And he says, "There's some force guiding you, boy." It is the ogre zombie's turn. So Wyatt, the 2 ogre zombies that stuck around are each going to take their turn trying to hit you.
Could they not?
And one of them just crit.
Shit.
No.
Well, I'm no longer casting Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
Wyatt drops.
oof, oof.
And Preacher says, "There it is."
Hayden, you got the kid?
I got it.
The other ogre continues with its attack
On Wyatt?
Oh boy.
on Wyatt.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Hayden and Salome, you see the ogre swing down on Wyatt's body again. And Wyatt, you take 2 death save fails.
Shit. Wyatt!
And I'm next.
Wyatt, you're still 10 feet away from me, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you add +5 to your death save.
Okay.
Ooh.
So don't roll below a 5.
I'm going to just turn my camera off because I'm not a good actor.
Okay.
Reasonable.
The other ogres are going to attack Salome and Hayden. Those are both misses.
Okay. Whew.
The ogre in front of you, Salome, is still going pretty strong. The ogre in front of you, Hayden, is stumbling. It's dying out there.
Did it take its moonbeam
Did it eat his Wheaties? Did it take its moonbeam?
at the start of its turn?
Oh, no. Okay, so it doesn't attack you because it disappears.
Hell yeah.
Great.
Oh, this moonbeam is clutch.
It really is. I've never had such a successful spell.
It is Linda Maycroft's turn. Linda says, "Shit!" And decides not to throw a stick of dynamite at Preacher because it would hit Wyatt.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yeah.
We got a paralyzed fellow over here if you want to do that.
She says, "Fuck it," and throws the dynamite at him. So anyone within 5 feet of Mad Dog is going to also get hit.
All right.
So make a dexterity saving throw, Salome.
I don't know why I did this to myself.
He automatically fails.
Mad Dog automatically fails.
13.
Oh.
That saves.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 7 on the die.
Salome, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. That's not too bad.
Mad Dog takes 8. The ogre takes 8.
Okay.
Mad Dog screams, "No fire! No fire!"
He doesn't say anything. He's paralyzed.
Oh yeah, he's just.
Sorry, what was that?
Great. Next in the order is Wyatt.
I haven't rolled the dice that rolled that nat 1 for Stump since I rolled it.
Oh, yeah, you got to bust that back out.
Should I
I wouldn't, but you could do whatever you like.
before I roll, I'm leaving it there kind of as a memento. Before I roll, is it at the beginning of my turn? So if I roll a nat 20.
If you roll in at
hop
20, it
back
is the
up?
beginning of your turn, and you are back up.
Okay, kids, I get +5.
Yep.
I have to roll a 10 or above.
So a 5 or above.
I hope V's looking forward to this because I really do not want to have a third character. And here it is. I kid you not. That's a nat 20. That's a yeet. Oh, there's a yeet dice. I don't know how to flip it around. Oh, here it is.
shit! That's so good.
I'm sorry, are we converting to the Church of the Eternal Flame now?
Obviously.
My God.
Wyatt, for a moment, you are in darkness. It is so dark that you cannot see the difference between your eyes being closed and your eyes being open. You feel weightless, as if you had no body at all. You don't know how long you're here. But then for a second, you start to see something. The tiniest pinprick of light. And for what seems like years, this pinprick simply glows until you see that it is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it does, even when it is so small that you could take it in your hand if it were close enough, you feel its heat. And as it gets closer, you start to realize that you do have a body because you feel it sweating. Sweat pours down your head as this heat continues to rise and rise until it almost feels blistering, as if your body could not take any more of this. And then something changes. It doesn't hurt. It feels comforting. It feels warm. It feels protective. And as it begins to surround you, you feel its presence. And you feel, it's hard to describe, you feel the presence of something that you've spent so long admiring. And you see all of it. You see that it is protective, but you see that by nature it is also destructive. You see that it is built to end life, to end everything. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know that things must end in order to begin again. And that whatever flame, whatever light this is, it is the guardian of that passage. It is the guardian of the doorway between life and life again. And Wyatt, you wake up and you are on your feet. You feel goosebumps through your body as that warmth from the eternal flame is still with you. And you look Preacher Cassidy dead in the eye as he says, "What in the name of the gods above are you?"
I look him in the eyes and say, "I am the flame, and the flame is eternal."
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on him. So he has to make a 17 deck save.
Hell yeah.
That's a failure.
That's 9 radiant damage.
Hey.
Love to see it.
Still good.
And then, as a bonus action, I will cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
There you go, Wyatt.
Nice.
Anybody who wants to attack me has to make a wisdom saving throw. And if they fail, they got to attack someone else, if they can.
Yeah.
Nice. Next in the order is Mad Dog. Mad Dog struggles.
DC 17 wisdom save.
That's a failure.
Hell yeah.
He struggles
Oh, I love to see it.
and is stuck. His zombies are going to attack you, Salome.
Okay.
One of them hits. That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Is it? Bam.
Oh, I'm still up. I'm at 6 HP.
Actually, sorry.
Ooh-wee.
Wyatt's gonna warding flame that one hit.
Ooh.
Because everything has disadvantage on me, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
That fails. Okay. No attacks on Salome hit.
Nice.
That's 5 zombies missed. Okay. Wow.
Listen, we can talk a little bit about this flame stuff.
Tommy is going to attack Mad Dog. That's a 3. That does not hit.
Advantage, though?
Oh, that's
still,
with
he
advantage.
does get advantage.
What am I doing?
Yep.
That still fails. That's a 7.
Oh, buddy.
All right, Captain, you got it. It's okay. It's okay.
Tommy's trying too hard.
He's trying.
Yeah, there are no zombies attacking Hayden and Pete, so Pete is going to run forward and attack Mad Dog. And he misses. What is happening?
What?
With advantage?
Nope, with advantage. I keep forgetting the... Oh, that's a hit.
There you go.
That's a hit.
Yay.
And it's a crit.
And it's a crit. Let's go.
Oh, man, I forgot. Every hit's a crit with that. Amazing.
That is 11 points. Mad Dog is looking real bad.
Hell yeah.
He is struggling. Next in the order is Bobby Sue. Clem, you are turning to run into the headquarters. You feel a vroom, and you feel Bobby Sue right behind you.
Ooh.
As she dimension doors to be next to you.
Oh, that's just
Okay.
scary.
And she says, where the fuck do you think you're going? You can't just call somebody a bitch and run. Clementine, it is your turn.
Oh, that's a fun party trick. Let me try. And I'm gonna cast my own dimension door. And I know the room behind me because I set the stuff.
Okay. Yes.
I guess like if I had been looking around, do I see places to kind of like reasonably have hid or things like that?
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of old mining equipment in here. There's barrels, there's crates, there's plenty of stuff to hide behind.
Great. So what I'm gonna do is actually tuck myself, like dimension door myself, actually kind of near the door,
Okay.
but around the side and behind something, so hopefully she can't see me.
Gotcha.
And then what I do have is I have this ghost lantern. And the ghost lantern gives me the ability to essentially do like a little mage hand. Is that a bonus action or a regular action?
It is a bonus action.
Sweet. Okay, so while I'm tucked away, I'm gonna have my ghost inside the lantern effectively do the mage hand thing, and I'm gonna have it go across the room in a trajectory that essentially makes it so that Bobby Sue would hopefully walk into the snare that I've left.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna tuck it behind something,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have it make noise a little bit, like it's shuffling.
Oh, that's smart. Like you're over there.
Yeah.
Drawing her attention. Okay.
Just kind of like when she does open the door, kind of like a little scratch or a little shuffle of hay or whatever's in there.
That's good.
Okay. Awesome. You teleport in, create this distraction, and we'll see next turn if she falls for it.
Yeah.
Great. Salome, it is your turn. There is an ogre on you.
There is. I am doing my best with Mad Dog. I'm gonna attack. Let's see how it goes.
Go to town.
All right, first one with advantage is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Second one with advantage is a nat 20.
There it is.
Which is, so both of them are actually crits.
That's true.
But
What a
But
bummer.
one is a true crit.
one is a true crit. I'm gonna save the smite, even though I really want to see that crit smite damage. 37 damage.
Go ahead. How do you kill him?
You said his eye is like kind of wandering a little bit.
Twitchy. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I will pull him in, still paralyzed, as if we're dancing together, and I'll whisper in his ear, "You ought to choose your dance partners more carefully, love." And I stab him up through the chest and dip him. And as I dip him, the vines from this smite go up his chest, up through his neck, and through his head, and pop that eye out from the inside. And then I just drop him from the dip and let him fall.
His corpse hits the ground, and as it does, all 5 of his zombies evaporate, having done no fucking damage.
I think I take the eye and squeeze it between my fingers until it pops and gain another 8 HP.
Jesus.
Thanks for the dance, darling.
Why would you do that?
'Cause it's fun, Wyatt.
Is it?
Yeah.
God, last in the order is Bran. Bran is going to attack the ogre in front of you, Salome.
Okay.
He misses.
Damn.
Poor Bran is doing his best, but this little militant goblin is not
did not come to play.
That's
what
what
you
they
get
get
for
for
being
naming this
named
fella
after a
after bran
muffin.
muffins. Holy shit, Hayden, same page.
Incredible. He says, curse the muffin that named me.
You can change it, dear heart. You
God. He looks at you and goes, what?
can change your name. People do it all the time. I did.
He goes, oh, God. Oh. As if this were a new idea to him.
Yeah, you could be like blueberry or flax.
Flax.
Or like chocolate chip.
How about poppy seed?
Yeah, poppy's nice.
Next in the order is Velhook. Velhook says, I'm running out of spells. And Wyatt, he gives you 7 points of healing from a healing word.
The flame thanks you.
Okay. Hayden, it is your turn.
How's Cassidy looking?
Cassidy's looking fairly hurt.
I turn on Preacher Cassidy. I run up to him, and with the help from Daisy, I roll with advantage to grapple him.
Yeah, there you go.
That's 17.
He is grappled.
Nice.
Preacher Cassidy, lovely to meet you. My name is Hayden Kincaid. You care about all things that are holy, right? Well, I've got some holy light for you right over here. And I drag him to the moonbeam.
Oh, that's fun.
Ooh.
Press his face against it so that he takes the moonbeam damage. And then I put my crossbow up against his chest. Use my bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on him. Use my favored foe ability to add a d4. And use my Dreadful Strike to add another d4.
Do it up.
And you can make the Constitution saving throw for the moonbeam.
That's a success.
Okay, that's fine. That's a 27 to hit, though.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 14 half to 7 for the moonbeam,
Okay.
and another 16 for the crossbow bolt.
He's still up, but he's hurting.
And he's in the moonbeam.
Next in the order is Cassidy. Cassidy is going to roll. He's going to succeed again on his moonbeam.
That's 17 half to 8.
He smiles and says, I still got one trick left up my sleeve. And darkness radiates from him. Everyone within a 60-foot radius sphere, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I believe that's everyone except Clem and Bobby Sue.
That is an 18.
Okay.
13 for Hayden.
Does a 13 fail?
Everyone who got below a 17
Whoa.
Damn.
fails. And you're going to take 8d6 necrotic damage.
Holy shit. Really saved that for the end there, bud.
He has a flair for the dramatic.
You have
So-
a flavor for the dramatic.
So we're gonna roll for Pete. We're gonna roll for Tommy.
Oof.
We're gonna roll for Bran.
Ooh, add a +5 to Bran and Tommy because they're close to me, and then another D4 to Tommy's because of the ceremony from yesterday.
Ooh, okay. Tommy rolled a nat 20.
Hell
Yay,
yeah.
Tommy.
Pete rolled an unnatural 20. And Bran failed.
Bran, no.
Everyone who fails takes 35 necrotic damage.
Oh, damn.
Oof.
Okay.
People who succeed take half.
Oh, I'm at 7.
Tommy stays standing. Barely.
Okay.
Pete collapses.
No, Pete.
And Bran collapses.
Okay.
Wyatt's down again.
Wyatt collapses. And Robin...
Hayden is still up.
How's the priest looking?
Velhook was far enough away that he didn't
Okay.
take the hit.
Got you.
It is the ogre's turn. All 3 ogres. The 2 attacking Wyatt are going to take off from Wyatt and move to you, Hayden. The one attacking you, Salome, is going to turn from you, Salome, taking an attack of opportunity, and is going to attack Hayden.
All right. I'll attack with Boom and Blade.
and all three of them are going to attack Hayden.
Okay, that's a 20 to hit.
That hits. Roll some damage.
14 damage.
That ogre sways and stays standing just barely.
Well, it's going to take another D8 of damage if it keeps moving.
Ooh, go to town.
It's another 2 damage.
It had 2 health.
Perfect.
That
You'll
one
love to see it.
is gone.
All right, great.
Oh, this isn't over yet.
The other 2 attack, and they rolled a 24 and a 17 to hit.
Both hit.
That is going to be 9 for the first hit, 19 for the second hit.
Hayden's down. The moonbeam drops.
Cassidy watches you drop and says, "A valiant effort," and turns to you, Salome, and says, "2 down. 1 little unbeliever left."
Not for long.
He says this, and then you watch a stick of dynamite land at his feet, and you hear, "Fucker!"
Let's go, Linda!
And it, boom, rockets him back. He is going to take, he takes a good amount of damage from that. He's still standing, but it is barely.
Father, I think we're actually talking 2 down, 2 little unbelievers left if you're trying to be really mathematically accurate.
That is Linda's turn.
Is that 2 failures for Hayden?
No, that would only be 1 if it hits you.
It'd be just 1 because it's only an attack.
Okay.
Only melee attacks.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you take 1. Wyatt, make a death save.
Okay, we're doing this again.
Next is Tommy. Tommy is standing barely. And he says,
"Orders, General?"
You said you're willing to die for this town and to live for it.
"Yeah."
The time is now, dear heart. Nobody would fault you for running away.
"Well, then nobody's gonna fault me because I'm not gonna run away."
He rushes forward and misses.
Fuck.
Pete is down. Bobby Sue, we take it to the inside of the mining headquarters.
Oh, my lord.
Clem, you watch Bobby Sue walk past. She says, "Oh, you think you're sneaky, but you're not." Turns a corner, and you feel her get caught up in the trap. And she shouts, "Fuck!" She is ensnared in your trap.
Hell yeah.
Your turn.
I'm gonna walk towards the door, and I'm going to look her in the eye and just say, "It wasn't nice knowing you." And on my way out, I'm gonna cast Cloud Kill in the middle of the room and then close the door behind me.
What does that do?
That's so good.
It's a sphere of yellow-green fog, and the fog lasts for up to 10 minutes.
Shit.
Every round that she's in it, she's gonna take a really lovely 5d8 poison damage.
That's great. Every round, she's dead.
Oh my God.
Every round.
You close the door, and she says,
I remember you.
I thought you did.
I remember you and your stupid little locket. And I had so much fun throwing it down the side of the mountain.
And I'm gonna have so much fun collecting your body in about 2 minutes. You might want to hold your breath, dear.
She screams in anger as you close the door behind you. Anything else you do on your turn?
No, if a turn goes by and she's not unsnaring herself, just for good measure before I leave that area, I would absolutely do a mold earth and make sure that the door is locked in, like she can't open it.
Oh, listen, this is too good a moment to go back on.
I don't know, because she's allowed to maybe try to get out of it, but...
Oh, no, I gotcha. Just, Bobby Sue can exit stage left.
Good.
Pursued by gas.
Salome. On your turn, you look and you see the downed people around you. You see Tommy doing his best to hit Preacher, who is now laughing. And as he laughs, you watch as a green energy escapes from Bran and flies over to Preacher. You see him and he gains a little bit of something.
Oh, shit.
With every passing.
Okay. Is Bran's wisp still here?
You don't know right now. You watch Preacher laugh as he takes the life force of a villager.
All right. Only because I think I can get him in one hit. I'm gonna attack Preacher. Oh my god, I'm shaking. That's a 16 and a 20 to hit.
Those both hit.
Okay. Whew. I'm gonna attack on a second level smite. 41 damage.
How do you kill him?
I go up to him with vines growing up at my feet as I walk over to him. And I make like I'm gonna go and slice his motherfucking head off. And I jam his head with the butt of my sword, knocking him unconscious, and then drag him by the hair to Wyatt, lay hands on Wyatt for 15 HP, put Wyatt's staff back in his hand and say, "Finish the job, kid."
Wyatt, Preacher lays at your feet, moaning and clutching his head. Your staff is in your hands, and Salome has just told you, finish the job. You still feel the surge of power from the flame, and its guiding, yet also destructive force. What do you do?
Wyatt gets up using his staff and wakes up the Preacher.
Preacher rouses.
And Wyatt starts to prepare the same ceremony that he did for the Bastion in the Battle of Twin River. Gathers flames in both of his hands and looks the Preacher dead in the eye and says, "May the light of the flame guide your soul towards it, and may your soul be cleansed by the flame's heat. Join your siblings in the flame's embrace as we wait for our salvation," and just blasts the Preacher, essentially with the burning hands at point blank range.
Ooh.
The Preacher becomes a ball of flame, and you send him to meet the eternal flame.
Oof.
If I'm out of combat with Bobby Sue, I'll go over and stabilize Hayden. It's not like a proper heal, but basically as an action, I can use an herbal kit and stabilize people.
I mean, it's enough to get Hayden up, and it's enough to get Pete up.
Okay. So I'll get the people that I can and expend uses of the kit.
As the fallen begin to arise, Salome, you look and you see V kneeling beside Bran. And V looks at you and looks at Bran and says, "Remember, it's just a doorway."
We all crossed the river twice. Give him our love.
V opens the satchel and places their hand inside. You feel a little bit of almost a radiant energy coming from V as they say, "Bran is at peace and sends his love in return." And V disappears beyond the river.
I think I walk over to Tommy and just very gently take the sword out of his hand and hug him.
Tommy embraces you back and says, "We did it. We actually did it.
Yeah, and that was some damn good work, Captain."
Well done, General."
No.
Hayden, as you are sitting, recovering from the battle, you feel someone sit next to you, and you look over, and it's Pete. And Pete doffs his pot helmet and looks at you, and he says, I
guess we did good.
You were pretty impressive out there.
Yeah, well, as impressive as I may have been, well, my cowardly old ass wouldn't have been there if it hadn't been for you. So, damn it if you haven't done more for this town than I have.
Well,
And I guess, no, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I hadn't figured that out. No. Sometimes you just say well and you hope that the next thing you say makes any sense.
Especially when you reach my age. Fuck. I guess old as I may be, I guess it's not too late for me to start making up for lost time. So, thank you. I guess I don't want to extend anything, but if the town ever needs you, or if you ever need the town, I guess you come running, huh?
You know, I never really had all that much of a place to call home. I had my people, but it's nice to have a bit of land that you can really feel between your toes and know that this is where you belong. So hold on to that.
He smiles, says, I think I will.
You got any coffee?
Guns. Guns, come along.
Oh, damn, we lose Hayden.
I'm not sure I can get up. I've been mostly dead all day.
The fog dissipates, and the sun rises on a town battered and bruised, but not beaten. Thunder Pass still stands beyond their day of reckoning. Bran is buried in the cemetery, and you find with a little bit of grim horror that there are more open plots in the soil than there were when last you saw it. Any remaining dead that are still in one piece are reburied. The bodies of the Skullduggers are buried in an unmarked grave.
Before that happens, would it have been possible to check the body of Bobby Sue to see if she lied about the locket? See if it's on her anywhere?
You search her clothes. You search her satchel. You search everywhere you can think of and come away with nothing. But as you start to go, you wonder, what about her boots? You remove her left boot, and it coughs a couple coppers into your hands.
I pocket them.
You remove the right boot. You pocket them. You remove the right boot, and out pops a very familiar locket.
She just starts weeping.
Oh.
She's just on the ground clutching it to her chest.
Do any of us witness this moment, or is this a moment to yourself?
I imagine I would have done this after the fight, so if anyone saw me go back over to the Cloud Kill room.
The Cloud Kill room?
That's what I'm calling it now.
Sure. I mean, I think as you're kneeling, you just feel a hand on your shoulder. You all right, dear heart?
I'm so much better now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to open the locket, and inside is the only picture she had of her daughter, Twyla.
Oh.
Is that your baby girl?
That's her.
God, she's beautiful.
I know, right?
She looks just like you. She's got your smile.
I miss her every day.
Casey, if I can, I'd just like to silently reach out to V in this moment and say, V, darling, I know you're busy, but if you wouldn't mind doing a favor for a friend, I got a mama here who I think might really benefit from being able to say goodbye to her baby.
I cannot bring souls back across.
I know, but one glimpse across the river.
A moment.
You got it. And I reach out a hand to Clementine and say, take my hand.
And she does.
Clementine, you take Salome's hand, and then you are somewhere else. You are on a riverbank. Right at the river's edge, actually. It feels weird. Time is slow here. How long have you been here? Days? Months? And you look, and across the river is a deep, dark forest. One that feels foreboding, feels overwhelmingly oppressive. But you look, and next to the trees nearest the riverbank, the opposite side, stands a small girl. You lock eyes for a moment.
I just smile and I wave at her.
And she smiles, and she waves at you. And then you see someone take her hand. Someone caring, someone warm. Perhaps your mother, perhaps your grandmother. And guides her away. And then you are back in the Cloud Kill room.
Call it something else. Can we call it something else?
No.
I'm just absolutely squeeze Salome's hand and just fresh tears coming down her eyes, and she just says, "Thank you."
You're a good mama, Clem. That never goes away.
Once a mother, always a mother.
Yes, ma'am.
The town arouses once more. And as you trio begin to set off, Clementine, are you headed in a different direction?
I think I'm done running around. I'm gonna maybe stay here for a spell.
The sheriff, whom I forgot to put into the combat, but was fighting valiantly.
Well, I think he just saw his dad explode.
Oh, that's fair.
He wants to. He has PTSD or something.
Yeah, he was down for the
clutching
count.
the pieces of his father this whole time.
Bud.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that was about 18 seconds of real life, so...
Right?
Clementine, you stay. And you get offers to be made deputy, to be made everything from deputy to town librarian. And you find that you may just have a home here. And one that may finally know peace. And the three of you, as you head on down that dusty trail, the townspeople bid their farewells. And Wyatt, you, this whole time, even now, still feel a burning in your fingers. A burning of destruction and of peace. There is something or someone that sees you and knows you. And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Jasmin, thank you so much for joining us for this special 2-episode arc.
Thank you for having me.
We're coming back to record this after the fact because, Jasmin, you have some exciting news now about 20-Sided Tavern.
Okay, so unfortunately, the Off-Broadway show is going to be closing on May 11th, but the good news is it's closing so that we can take it on the road.
Yeah, that's so
Yay!
cool. Do you know if you're going to be in the touring cast?
Well, we're all still kind of in limbo waiting on contract information. If they invite me, I absolutely will. But you should definitely keep your eyes peeled for information from the 20-Sided Tavern and see if it's going to be in your area.
Are there any locations confirmed yet?
There's a lot of whispers about certain locations. The only place that's so far confirmed is opening in Washington, D.C. And then there's been a lot of talk about a short stay in Chicago and L.A. and a bunch of places in between. So I'm sure it's going to go all over the place.
Awesome. Well, Jasmin, thank you so much again for joining us. We will put any information we have at the time of release in the episode description about the 20-Sided Tavern tour. And in the meantime, we will kick it on over to Robin for the post-show announcements.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Mage Hand High Five, the Badlands. Want to show your support for our show? Want to hear us talk more about it? Then check out our Patreon at patreon.com/magehandhighfive. For just $5 a month, you can get all kinds of extra goodies like early access to merch, peeks behind Casey's GM screen, and a whole second extra podcast, Mage Hand Down Low, where we talk about the behind the scenes of the show. Oh, not to mention, you can help support small creators as we work on this passion project for you. Head on over to patreon.com/magehandhighfive to learn more. Thanks to Jacob Kirsner for our music and Shane Smith for our logo and our cover art. Check out our website at www.magehandhighfive.com and look for us all across social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Discord, Blue Sky, and wherever else we may be, we're going to be there at Mage Hand High Five. Go to your podcatcher of choice and throw a 5-star review our way. We're shouting out the best ones on all of our socials, so if you want to throw your hat in the ring, go on in there. And now I'm going to shout out all of our subscribers on Patreon. And as always, I'm going to do it in one breath. Lindsay Dale Heimbecker, DM Dippy Fresh, Darth Zelda, Deborah Jacobson, Jackson Maurer, Ocarina Sonata, Talmaneer, Mads the Jellycube, Sky Cow, Elephantasmal, Morgan Faber, Kathleen Ayers, Andrew, Kellen Wilbur, Trout Relief, Chronic Dreamer, Patrick Hickman, Debbie, Nathan Ritter, Chicken Too Tasty, Evan Noon, Avery Spar, AM Lovelace, Alison DeVelvis, Das Carpenter, Diana Bacon, Al Forstokey, Liz Spar, Carrie Lee, John the Gun, Tyler Gardner, Eldest Soldier, Lotta Pang, Laura Alclo, Athlete, Sammy Richardson. I was struggling a bit there. Tell your friends about the show. Tell your foes about the show. Tell me, do you love me? And when you do it, use the hashtag MHH5. And hey, how about a high five?